Hi ninjas, and welcome to another visual guide of Sekiro. If you instead chose to go either to the Sunken Valley or the Ashina Depths instead of the Senpou Temple, you will eventually run into the same boss type, so I will go through this boss. In both of these areas you will notice a familiar type of enemies, the Sunken Valley clan, who are the gunmen with bandages wrapped around their bodies. And in these areas you meet their leaders. In the depths, Snake Eyes Shirahagi, and in the valley, Snake Eyes Shirafuji. Even though the Snake Eyes are experts of marksmanship and have a keen eye, they are still a menace in melee combat, so do not underestimate them. She has basic sideways swings that all hurt a lot, as they deal moderate damage and come really quickly one after another. Her right side diagonal attack and her left side sideways swing are both quick attacks, while when she lets go of her gun with her left hand while charging from her right side is a slower but a bit stronger attack. If she charges the attack from her lower left side, she does a quick attack but immediately after points you with the gun and shoots you. These quick bullets can be deflected, so don't worry. She sometimes does a kick from where she continues to turn and shoot you. If she just walks menacingly sideways and you have distance to the Snake Eyes, she will begin charging up a charged shot that deals high damage. If you block the shot, you will receive a large chip damage, so make sure you either deflect it or dodge it. She also has a perilous grab attack, where she spins around, straightens her gun at you and tries to pull you close to her and shoot you in the stomach, that deals high damage. You can dodge the grab as is normal to them, but as an exception, this grab attack can be deflected with the right timing. Just as she is about to pull you closer, deflect it when she does the pulling motion. Now let's look at some tactics and tips. This fight can be especially frustrating due to the Snake Eyes' high damage, fast attack patterns, range attack, and possible extra enemies in the area, but luckily all of those elements can be nullified with these strategies. If you let the Snake Eyes continue her attack and combos, it'll make things a lot harder for you, so have your deflections on point, since she falters from them and begins her routines from the start, whatever they may be. In this fight, the Ichimonji double combat art is an amazingly useful tool, since you either deal a lot of damage or posture damage, depending on if the attacks hit. Also, both of the Ichimonji strikes lower your posture, so you keep safe from staggering. This strategy is to use the Ichimonji double, and after both strikes are struck, she'll instantly counter with either a swing from the right or left side, or she'll try to use the grab attack. All of these attacks can be deflected, so deflect that and immediately use the Ichimonji double again. Repeat this pattern until you get a death blow. If the Ichimonji tactic doesn't work, for example of the version or FPS differences hampering reaction times, you can also go with the basic attack and deflection tactic just like with the Lone Shadows. This will be a bit slower, but it is a sure method. Should you need to heal, make sure you have enough distance to her and if possible, have some cover, as immediately as you start healing, the Snake Eyes will try to use the charge shot at you, which can be dodged easily, but it's also good to be safe than sorry. If you wish to stay extra cautious and surely secure your victory, you can also use the Sabimaru prosthetic tool on the Snake Eyes, as they are women of the Okami clan who are weak against the Sabimaru's blue rust poison. The full combo of 6 hits fills up her poison bar, and after she is poisoned, she receives a massive amount of HP and posture damage and staggers her for a few seconds. However, now that the poison is in effect, you will most likely not be able to use the same poison damage against her for a second time. Note that Shirafuji is more susceptible to the Sabimaru's poison, while Shirahagi is a lot more resistant, but Shirahagi can be poisoned by the poison pool if she stays there long enough. This can be achieved by luring her towards the poison pool idol, and as you jump on the Buddha statue's hand and wait, she'll eventually step into the pool and stay there. After she stands approximately 50 seconds in the pool, she'll be poisoned, and a single set of poison meter drains her health of a quarter health bar. The poison lasts for approximately 40 seconds, and when this is over, the process will begin again. Note that she cannot die from the poison itself, so you have to go hit her once for the stagger to happen. If you stay close to her, use the Ichimonji double and deflect afterwards, or subsequently be patient and switch between attacks and deflections, prevent her from shooting, and stay away from her minions. You are sure to deliver the second death blow on her. Congratulations! Both of the Snake Eyes drop a single prayer bead as a reward. But now we will look at the different approaches and areas of these two fights. Let's first look up the Shirahagi fight in the Ashina Depths. If you enter the area from the bottomless pit side, enter the poison pool area and look down the wooden scaffolds where you see an enemy. Drop down on him and deathblow him. Now quickly climb where you first dropped down and grapple to the Buddha statue's hand on the right. Now grapple across the pool using the first 2 dead trees that lead up to the Buddha statue's head in front of you. If you do not drop down, but instead crouch towards the wall, Shirahagi won't see you. But to be extra safe, head left to the small hut and deathblow the gunman on the left first and then battle the right one, since if you do the opposite way, you risk going closer to the field of Snake Eyes' vision, where she will instantly see you and engage you in combat. Now with both the gunmen dead, grapple towards the Buddha statue and grab the idol behind it for safety, but don't rest yet. Now climb on top of the wall next to you and use the tree to grapple to the same hut where you killed the 2 guards. Sneak right next to the wall behind Shirahagi and deal a stealth death blow on her. Now to the Shirafuji fight in the Sunken Valley. As you jump down the cliff in front of the Sunken Valley idol and try to grapple the tree branch, as the gunman of the gun fort will immediately notice you and will start firing at you, so you will have to hurry to the next branch on the left. And when you grapple up to the next ledge, Shirafuji will instantly notice you. If you do not wish to fight her like this, or at all, run quickly to the left side, down the small slope, grapple up to the ledge on the right, and wait for the moment for the gunman to forget you. Shirafuji will still be in combat with you, but will forget about her for now. As the gunmen calm down and forget about you, run halfway to the bridge and then run zigzagging back where you started. Shirafuji should have by now started to search for you and will eventually forget about you, returning to her starting position. Now carefully hug the wall next to you and sneak by the mountain wall behind her to deathblow her. And unless you feel like practice target, try to direct the fight with her to the left side, where the gunmen in the fort cannot see. After clearing Shirahagi, instead of going straight forward, grapple up to the left and go into the cavern, and as you crouch under the narrow space, stand up in the middle where there's an open space and climb up the left wall. As you reach a dead end, continuous wall jump between the 2 walls until you reach up and get to the poison pool area, where on the Buddha statue's head in front of you is another prayer bead. And with that, we will wrap up with the video. There is still a bit more mini bosses to come in these areas, but in the next video I will cover yet another boss type that comes in 2 separate areas. I hope this video was of help. Leave a like if it was, subscribe for more, and if you have any questions or comments, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, stay vigilant, and I'll see you next time.
Fight, fight, fight if you wanna live long. Fight, 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 you gotta stay strong.